Paranormal Activity is currently the most successful found footage franchise with 4 movies, 1 spin-off, and a 5th movie set for this Halloween, and so far has raked in $800 million worldwide, with no single budget surpassing $5 million. Cloverfield, Chronicle, and even End of Watch have also been able to make an impression at the box office, but also with Hollywood. Cloverfield's director Matt Reeves is now on Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Chronicle's director Josh Trank is behind the Fantastic Four reboot and just landed a Star Wars spin-off. And End of Watch's director David Ayer is handling Oscar bait flick Fury starring Brad Pitt. Yes, just like the horror genre, the found footage genre is cheap enough that new talent can get a break, and is popular enough with moviegoers that said new talent can then make a name for themselves at the box office. What's easier, impressing critics and film festivals or genre fans? So one has to admit that newcomers Dave Green and Henry Gayden came up with a pretty awesome idea to combine the found footage genre with the family genre, super lucrative in its own right. Initially, Disney thought so, but then after developing and shooting the film, the studio then decided it was not a good fit with their release strategy. That does not sound good. Luckily, though, film finance company turned distributor Relativity Media stepped in, anxious to bulk up their own slate. By any means necessary? This is the first feature for both Green and Gayden, but it's also the first feature for X Factor star Astro. So will kids embrace a found footage flick they can call their own? Or is this just E.T. for the short attention span audience?
The reason that family films make so much money these days at the box office is because they're enjoyable to all ages. And that's what Earth to Echo gets wrong. I have a very hard time believing that anybody except for little kids would be able to enjoy this movie. However, you might enjoy watching a little kid watch this movie. So that might be a reason to go to the theater to see Earth to Echo. What I would do if I were you and you have a small kid in your vicinity is I would show them the trailer and say, does this appeal to you? And if they say yes, then why not go and check it out? Because the movie doesn't really go beyond the trailer. It doesn't expand anything there. It's just kind of a supersized version of the trailer. Now, did I like anything at all about the movie? Yes, I liked 2 things. One is I really liked Echo. He was adorable, but he must also be very expensive because they hardly showed any of him. They showed so little of Echo, it actually became a little bit awkward because you were just like, why aren't you showing the main character and the title character of this movie? You know, I'm a savvy moviegoer. I kind of know what's going on here. You haven't done a good job of hiding it. Just divert more money towards your Echo budget. Because he really was so cute with his little arms and legs. I just wanted to squeeze them all up, but then they took him away. And then the other thing I liked about the movie was that it did a great job of showing how far kids have come. You know, I said in the beginning that this movie is very similar to E.T., and it is. It borrows a lot from E.T., but it's missing one vital element, which I'll get to in a moment. But it really illustrates that how far kids have come in terms of technology and how capable they are. You know, of course, when Elliot and Gert found E.T., they fed him candy, they played with him, they did dress up, but you know, they really were at a loss as what to do to help him phone home. But these kids, they would have been like, what's the number, E.T.? And I thought that was very entertaining, just to show that how far kids have progressed. But this movie, you know, it's a great idea that they introduced, but they don't do anything with it. And I would say, though, that I don't want to undercut Elliot and Gert, because what they did, which was so phenomenal, is they showed tremendous bravery and heart, you know, strength of character, particularly the end of E.T. And that never happens here. This movie does not have any strength of character or heart or soul or bravery.